Hi, I'm Laurie from the ABCs of Movement, and I wanted to demonstrate today 6 different developmentally appropriate movement activities that you can do for preschoolers. These 6 activities are found in openphysed.org, and all of their activities are free. I use these hoops. They're 24-inch round hoops, and I get them from the US Games catalog. I love this size because it's perfect for preschoolers. The first activity is called hoop race. And in hoop race, everyone has their hoops on the ground and they're sitting in their hoops at first. And then when you say go, everyone stands up and they walk around their hoops 10 times. And they count every time they do it. And then when they're done walking their 10 times, they sit back down in their hoops. So they're walking around and they're counting. They're going this way. And after 10, you can have them turn and go the other way around. You can also have them gallop around their hoop 10 times. So you can work on different locomotor tasks while moving around their hoop in their own personal space. The next activity is called balancing body parts. And when we do this one, each child has their own hoop in their own personal space, and you call out a body part and they put that body part in the hoop. So for example, if you said an elbow, they would put their elbow in their hoop. If you said 2 knees, they would kneel down in their hoop. If you said 1 foot, they would stand and balance on 1 foot in their hoop. All sorts of different balancing body parts within their hoop. Now, if we weren't social distancing, the next activity would be you call out a color and all the children find that color, and together they all go to, like for example, the yellow hoop. You say elbows in the yellow hoop, and they all go to the yellow hoop and put their elbows in the yellow hoop. But if we're social distancing, we can't do that. You would say the body part, and only those children in those hoops would do it. So if you say yellow, any child that's in the yellow hoop would then do elbows, and then you have them, either sit in their hoop or stand in their hoop, and then you go on to another body part in another color, and then you might say 1 foot in green. So the people that are in the green hoops would put 1 foot in their hoop. So the next hoop activity is called bodies of water, where the hoops represent water. So with the hoops on the ground, children are asked to walk around their hoop because they do not want to walk in the water. This is a great time to talk about water safety and some things about being around the water and the do's and don'ts of water safety. And then also you can talk about what do you find in the water? What do you find in a river, or what do you find in a pond, or what do you find in an ocean? You can talk about different animals, different habitats, and you can also do some scientific inquiry during bodies of water. The next hoop activity is called colored igloos. The children are going to be Eskimos, the hoops are going to be igloos, and the floor or the ground is going to be ice. So with the hoops on the ground, students are asked to, in their personal space, ice skate around their igloo. Now, if we're not social distancing, they can ice skate around a lot of different igloos. However, if we are social distancing, they're going to have to stick with their own igloo. But what you do then is you call out a color. And if we're not social distancing, all the children run to that color and get into the red igloo if you called out the color red. Or they find the blue igloo and they run to it and they all get in the blue igloo. Now, if we're social distancing, we can't really do that. So what you would do is you would call out a color, and if I have the red igloo here, if I call out red, I am the only one that gets in my igloo, and everybody else ice skates around. And then you call out another one, and then another child that has that color gets in their igloo. The next hoop activity is called Move Crazy. In this activity, you are teaching the concepts of low, medium, and high. So for example, if you have your hula hoop at this level, this is medium. If you have it this level, it is high, and if you have it at this level, it is low. So everyone is in their hula hoops, holding on to their hula hoops, and you call out different levels. So you go medium, low, high. And you do that a little bit so they get the concepts, the ideas, and then you can change it up a little bit by saying either wide or narrow in the hoop. So for example, if you say high, wide, they have their arms up high and their feet are wide. And if you say low, narrow, they have their feet together and they have the hoop low. And you can change it up different ways, high, medium, or low. The next activity is called 1, 2, 3 lift off. It's similar to Move Crazy, where you're doing different body positions, like we're doing the high and the medium and the low. But the object of this game is to have your hoops on a wide position and your feet in a wide position. And then as a class, we decide what number we're going to count to. We drop the hoop and we try not to touch it with our bodies. So for example, if we're going to count to 5, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we drop our hoops and we try not to have it touch our bodies. And then as a class, we decide, okay, let's try to count to 10. So we do the same thing. We count to 10 and we drop our hoops and try not to touch our bodies. You can also count backwards. You can, with older children, you can count by 10s or 5s or 2s in this fun 1, 2, 3 lift off game.